Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm an author and speaker. I'm the author of 10 published books, including these little beauts. This is the DM to DF messages for this week. Let's begin. I'm going to get the general overall energy here. There were 2 cards that came out for the second row. And let's just see. So here's the thing, DM definitely wants to come back in. That is the overall arching message, is that DM definitely, positively wants to come back in. The first card we got is a lot of big changes have happened. I'm trying to figure things out. I want to return to you, I do. I just want things to be different with us when I do. I want to make things right with us. I'm not sure how to do that, and I'm working on it. So both of these speak to DM wanting to come back. This is in row number 2. Row number 3 says, I am on fire for you. And row number 4 says, I pushed you away because I knew I was going to inevitably disappoint you. So this is definitely energy of wanting to come back. It's energy of DM explaining the changes that have been taking place in their lives. Now let's go ahead and go row by row, Divine Feminine, to figure out what these messages mean on a much deeper level. First row is a lot of big changes have happened. I'm trying to figure things out. Let's see what the next card says. Player, yeah, so a lot of changes have happened. DM is saying, I'm no longer a player, if that was the case, or this could also mean third party. So DM is saying a lot of changes have happened. I no longer have a third party in my life. The next card says, I have to learn to trust my intuition. I have to learn how to trust my intuition. And I really believe that has to do with I'm trying so hard to figure things out. I feel like if they have let go of their third party situation, if they're getting a divorce, if their girlfriend, boyfriend is moving out, it's now that they're trying to figure out how to do things differently, how to be a different person, how to act differently. And finally in this row, DM says, this is not all in your imagination. This is real. DM is clearly telling you, even though I made it seem like it was all in your imagination, it's real. I'm telling you it's real. But the biggest part in the first row is like there's been so many changes that as they're changing and moving into a different direction, they just kind of don't know how to move into a different direction. So the second row is all about DM wanting to return and make things better. DM wanting to return and make things better. Really wanting to make things better. That is reiterated twice. I just want things to be different with us this time, and I want to make things better with us. I'm not sure how to do that though, and that really carries over from that first row of like wanting to do things differently, but not exactly knowing how. So we've got butterfly, and as DM is moving through his personal transformation, as DM is moving through all of these transformations, he's having a difficult time knowing what comes out at the other end. I don't know, maybe a caterpillar doesn't know that it's going to be a butterfly at the end. Maybe the caterpillar who started off crawling has no idea that at the end of the transformation, the metamorphosis, that the caterpillar is going to fly as a butterfly. And I kind of feel like DM is in that similar position where it's kind of like, I'm in the middle of transforming. I'm in the middle of changing. I just don't know what's going to come out of it and how to do things differently because I don't know. I've never done things differently. But DM says, I spy with my little eye and still checking up on you to see if you are here, if you moved on. And I get the feeling with this last message of the second row that they have always been checking up on you. Because here we have, I spy with my little eye and I became obsessed with you and it scared me. So I do feel that they have constantly kept an eye out on you in some way, shape, or form, whatever that looks like. They've constantly been keeping an eye on you, and it is scaring them because it became an obsession, and it still is. I'm seeing it actually still is. So let's take a look at the third row. I'm on fire for you. Oh boy, okay. And we've got roller coaster, and it says ups and downs, emotional roller coaster. You know, I feel like there's this sense for DM of feeling very hot and cold, feeling on fire for you, feeling obsessed with you, feeling like they need to spy on you, feeling like they need to look at your picture, and then they pull back because they're really scared. Let's see what's going on though. You are my happily ever after. I think this should say happily. You are my happily ever after. You are my happy ever after. You are my happily ever after. And you are the first thing I think about when I wake up, and the last thing I think about before I go to sleep. And that is part of those roller coaster feelings. It's like, I feel on fire about you, Divine Feminine. I feel obsessed with you, Divine Feminine. I feel like you're my happily ever after, Divine Feminine, but now I'm scared. And that's the roller coaster. And that is the roller coaster ride of emotions. I'm scared, I'm obsessed. This is unhealthy. Finally, DM says, I pushed you away because I knew I was going to inevitably disappoint you. Well, that was before the metamorphosis. That was before the butterfly. That was before a lot of changes happening. That was before they decided to exit from this third-party situation. So that was before. Let's see what's happening now, though. Spiritual, yeah, spiritual transformation. That's what's happening now. Spiritually, they're transforming. Spiritually. They're transforming spiritually, which means that things are going to change and they're going to do things differently as a result of that. I surrender to our mission, another spiritual statement, right, Divine Feminine? So we've got spiritual transformation, and I surrender to our mission, which is another spiritual statement. And I didn't realize what I had until it was too late. See, that is part of the reason why they pushed you away, Divine Feminine, is because when they were living in that ego-based consciousness, they were in the dark. They were in the dark. Let's go back to that metaphor of the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. If the caterpillar is a caterpillar, it's either crawling on the ground, crawling up a tree or up a bush, or crawling through branches. The vantage point of the caterpillar is very limited to where the caterpillar can crawl to and hide away from predators such as birds who want to eat caterpillars. But when the caterpillar is transformed into a butterfly and can now fly, the vantage point that the caterpillar who is now a butterfly has is much different. They can see things they could not see before. And so before, DM was a caterpillar, and now DM is transforming into a butterfly. Says it right here. DM is transforming into a butterfly, which is helping them to see things from a spiritual standpoint versus a 3D standpoint. And it's helping them to realize what they missed. It's helping them to realize what they did not see when they were a caterpillar. And the thing is that DM pushed you away because they felt that being a caterpillar wasn't enough on some level. On some level, right? They're like, yeah, my Divine Feminine's never gonna go for a caterpillar. I'm just a caterpillar, what can I do? And so they had to wait, literally wait, until they had the view of transforming into a butterfly in order to be a different person. But you need to know, Divine Feminine, that all along Divine Masculine has been keeping an eye on you. All along, DM has been thinking about you day and night. And all along, DM's been trying to figure out how to make it work, how to make things different, how to do things differently. And I really feel that DM is in the process of making that happen. DM is in the process of being able to make that happen. Whereas before, DM wasn't even in the process, nor was DM in the consciousness to be able to do things differently. But now he is, which is awesome. So I hope this was helpful, Divine Feminine Twin Flame. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or a meditation course. You can also join my group coaching. The links are below. And I will see you in the next video.